Hey guys, Margie here, just wanting to talk to you today about some of the stuff that we're all experiencing right now with the job losses or laid off, or you may be collecting the CERB benefits, or you may not have any income coming in at all. So a lot of people are really worried about what's going on right now and what to do next. And should I keep the job that I have? Or if you didn't have a job, should I be looking for a job right now? And it's going to be a personal decision for everybody, but one of the things I'm going to help you guys through is to talk about just what you can expect if you do decide to get Career Connection services. Some of you may have already had Career Connection services in the past, and are very familiar with what to expect from us, what kind of things we expect from you, and what kind of outcomes you can expect. So lots of people have been part of our programs for a very long time. Some people are brand new, and some people are sort of in the middle, and maybe there are some people who have never taken that plunge and not gone all the way to actually recruit the services of Career Connections. One of the things I'm here to do is help you guys figure that out. So one of the biggest things I want to talk about is just sort of how to get connected with us. We have our website. If you visit us at cciwestman.ca, or if you go to our Facebook page, our vocational development program has a Facebook page. Career Connections has a Facebook page. We have lots of social media information that you can access to gain all kinds of information. But one of the other things we want to talk about is just how to access our services. So you've never ever been a part of Career Connections, you've always wondered, maybe some of your friends or people you're acquainted with have been part of our program. One of the things you can do is just give us a call or contact us via email or social media and just fill out an intake form. We have a couple different programs, so if you are on our employment training side, one of the things you'll have to have is a referral from someone like Manitoba Possibilities, EAPD, CNIB, Community Mental Health, and if you have any questions about if you're eligible for that side of the program, please feel free to call us and we'll definitely guide you through. We can give you as much information as you need. And if you do have access to some of those resources, definitely ask your vocational counselor or mental health worker if you are eligible for our services. If you don't have those services accessible to you, we do also have another program that's a supported employment program, and one of the things that we do on the supported employment is we as long as you're willing to disclose that you identify with having a disability, and that can come in any form. So that can be a physical barrier, that can be a cognitive barrier, that could be mental health. So if you experience anxiety on the job and you've had really significant struggles holding a job because of anxiety, but you weren't sure how to access the proper supports, definitely this would be the great program for you. So all you have to do is just disclose what your barrier to employment is that you think Career Connections can help you with. And we have a lot of really great counselors on that supported employment side that will help you through. So yeah, I guess the first step is just definitely coming in, filling out that intake form, and getting the information you need to see if the programs are right for you. So I guess the next step is once you are accepted as a client, one of the things you'll do is you'll be hooked up with a counselor. So whether you're on the employment training side or you're on the supported employment side, you will be linked up with a one-on-one supported employment counselor. Now, unfortunately, right now, our services, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, are limited to over the phone or Zoom or Skype, or any kind of virtual communication is definitely still going on, but face-to-face visits aren't available right now. So one of the things that you have to think about if you are accessing our services right now is knowing that you have the proper tools to access the services so you can get the best out of your job search. But if, right now you're not feeling safe to job search, but you think maybe down the road you might want to, one of the biggest things is just call us, and what you'll do is you'll get hooked up with a counselor and they will guide you through the entire process. So the only thing that you will need to do is just show up for your appointments and make sure that you're participating as much as you can. And one of the things that I want to go over with you today is sort of what we expect from you as a client and what we will, or what you can expect from us, as far as we will treat you with the utmost respect, and we will let you be in the driver's seat as far as your job search goes. But participation is key, and like anything, the more effort you put into it, the more success you're going to see. So some of the things I wanted to talk about is just what we expect from you and what you can expect from us when coming on to Career Connections. So some of the things you can expect from Career Connections, whether you're on the supported employment side, supported employment side or the employment training side, one way or another, you'll be able to access our services, but you'll be able to also have the same treatment as anybody else. So what you can expect from Career Connections is the freedom to make your own decisions. So we're not going to tell you how to job search. We're not going to tell you where you need to apply. But we're going to give you the information and the support that you need to make the right decision that's good for you. Okay? Another thing that we will do is we will assist you in approaching employers. So you don't have to do that by yourself. The more you involve us and your counselor, the more that we will be able to help you, and we can talk to your employer and advocate for you and tell them what helps you to learn best. Okay? So the best way to train you, the best way that you'll be able to learn, if you need written material over verbal material, or the other way around, if you learn by watching instead of listening, we can help to talk to your employer about that. One of the other things we will do is support you. We will be there to support you and the employer, so we definitely will help both sides to make sure that the job is going successfully for everybody. We don't want to just see both one side successful and the other unhappy. We want to make sure everybody's satisfied with the way things are progressing with the job search. You'll be able to build skills going forward in the future. So resume development, cover letter, interview preparation, any kind of skills you'll be able to take with you when you go to look for your next job. You will always be treated with respect and confidentiality, and you'll always be given the utmost respect as far as you're in the driver's seat. You get to make decisions. As I said before, we just provide you with the information, but we will make sure that everything is kept confidential. So if you do not want to disclose your disability to your employer, you're not obligated to do that. You and your counselor can talk about ways to advocate for yourself so that you can indicate what helps you learn best, but not necessarily disclose your disability. That's something you and your counselor can talk about. But we will never ever disclose anything you're not comfortable with us disclosing to an employer or anybody in relation to your job search. And the last thing that we will do is develop a future plan. So we're not going to necessarily just say, okay, once you've got the job, we're going to drop you. We're going to stay involved all the way through the process, and we will actually help you to develop some future skills so that once you get into that job search and once you are able to hold down the job, that we'll be able to support you going forward and have skills to take with you to either your next job or if you progress in your job that you've already obtained. So the next part that I'm going to talk about is what we expect from you, and that's where we talked about the participation stuff before. One of the biggest things that I find is really helpful is if you are fully participating and if the participant is giving as much effort as the counselor is, I see a lot of success a lot faster than when one party is doing all the work and the other party is kind of backing off. And there's been times where a lot of clients maybe feel like they're independent and they haven't involved me in the process, and sometimes they're not sure if it's appropriate to talk to me about these things or if they need to bother me with these things. And it's never ever a bother, so always keep your counselor informed, but also always make sure that you're attending your meetings and you're participating in full to the best of your ability, because that's how you're going to get the best use of our services, and that's how you're going to see the most success, is if you are participating and putting your 100% effort into everything that you're doing as far as your job search. So one of the things that we expect from you is that you're open and honest as far as your goals, but also open and honest as far as things that have happened in the past. So if you have had struggles in the past with employment, it's never a good idea to hide that from your employment counselor, because they're not going to judge you. They're not here to make sure that you are perfect. We are here to make sure that you get employed based on where your skills are at right now. So if you've had struggles in the past and maybe you've been let go, or maybe you've had difficult situations in the past, or maybe there's some embarrassing situations in previous work situations that you didn't want to talk about, talking to your counselor about that will help you to make sure that you go about your new job search in a different way. So that's the biggest thing is making sure that you know that being honest with them does not mean that they are going to judge you. They're just going to be able to help you the best way that they can help you based on the truth rather than what they assume is the correct information. We do expect full participation. We expect you to show initiative, independence, and responsibility. Respect at all times. So we will treat you with respect, and we expect the same in return. So if you can't make your phone or your appointments, just make sure you call us, email us, whatever. The more when we no show for your appointments, sometimes we're not sure what happened to you, and again, that's sometimes things happen. We get it, but the more honest with us that you are, the better we can understand what your situation is. So if things come up and you can't make your appointment, it's definitely okay to call your counselor and say, I can't make it today. But if you just no show and you're missing in action, we don't know what happened to you. So we're not sure how we can advocate for you to an employer if you're constantly missing appointments and not calling or letting us know where you are. Maintaining regular contact on a weekly basis, even if you can't make your appointments, just making sure you're contacting them and keeping in touch so that they know what's up and where you are at in your job search, how much you've done on your own, or how much help you're going to need from your counselor for that week. And if there's any information that changes in your situation, whether it be your personal information, whether it be anything to do with your living situation, definitely let us know. The more information that we have, the better we can help you. And some of the things that you will be able to get from us as far as skills that we will help you to provide. So developing a resume and cover letter, developing an employment plan, again, as I said, for the immediate future as well as the ongoing future. Being able to get comfortable with doing the job search part of it, so interview skills, all that kind of stuff, proper interview etiquette, follow up after an interview, approaching a potential person that's doing the interview appropriately, so making sure you can make a first impression that is memorable and positive. Definitely talking about how to transportation wise. So if you need to take the bus, we'll be able to train you on the bus to make sure you know how to get to and from work. If you have a car but you're not sure what the best route to take is, we can make sure that we can iron out all the details before you start your first day of work or work experience so that we can make sure that you are fully prepared. So we will help you to do everything you need to do transportation wise, help you to arrange for a ride if you need it. All that kind of stuff we can help you. We just need to know that you need that help. So all you have to do is let us know that that's how we can help you, and we'll make sure we try our best. What we can also do is go on the job with you and try to help train. So if we see that there's maybe some difficulties or you need some support on the job and the employer's not able to help you with that, we as your CCI counselor can go in for a couple of shifts and just observe what you're doing, observe the job, and find out and make sure that things are going okay. Maybe give your employer some pointers on how to help you as well as yourself, as far as what we can do to improve your performance if things maybe just need to have some adjustments made. And assist with any kind of issue. So if you're having a problem with, say, your boss or a coworker on the job, and you're uncomfortable with the situation but you don't know how to approach it, your CCI counselor can definitely be someone that can help you with that. They can approach your employer and talk to you, say, about a coworker that's maybe giving you a hard time. Let the management know in a very professional way that maybe we need to talk about the subject, and even just start the conversation. And if you're not comfortable with it, that's where your CCI counselor can come in and help you with that. Last but not least, I just wanted to give you a few tips on finding employment. Always be positive and open-minded. Always give a great first impression. Be honest and open with us, and always put your best effort in. And one thing I just want to mention to close off is that I know that everybody's going through a difficult time right now, and the workforce is so confusing. We've heard some announcements about some of the businesses opening up, but we're not sure what the plan is, and believe me, we're all trying to figure this out as we go, and there's no right or wrong answer. But if you are ready to start your job search, or you've been with CCI but you just want to maybe start again, or maybe you've taken a break from CCI and you want to resume that, feel free to call us. We are still available to you guys for everything as far as job searching. It may look a little different right now, but believe me, we'll get back to normal, and we are here for you guys in this difficult time. So if you have any questions about the job market as far as what's happening with COVID-19, if you have any questions about how we at CCI can help you get through this, if you're struggling, and you have a job right now but you're struggling with your job, or you want to look for a job but you just don't know how to go about it, if it's safe, and you need some support or you just need some guidance, that's why we're here to help. So what's going to happen is I'm going to be doing a Facebook Live question and answer following this YouTube video. So feel free to submit any questions that you have to our Facebook page. Some things I'd like you guys to think about is, how can we as CCI help support you guys during the COVID-19 pandemic? Because we're all experiencing this a little differently, but we're all struggling in one way or another, and we've all had to adapt to some really significant changes. So one of the things I just want to talk about is making sure that you understand that you're not alone, and you will have all the help in the world with CCI as long as you reach out to us and make sure that you let us know how we can help you. And we're here for you, so feel free, if you need resources, if you have questions, anything related to job search, feel free to contact us and we'll do our best to help you. And another question I just want to ask is if everybody's holding up okay, and making sure that if you're struggling with mental health, or you're struggling with anything to do with just not sure where to go with other things besides the job search, if you're feeling a little bit lost in terms of isolation and how to reach out and what's going to happen with some of the businesses opening and what's going to stay closed and when this thing's going to open, none of us are sure about those things, but we can definitely try and get through this together. So stay tuned. Thursday we'll be doing Facebook Live question and answer. I hope to hear from all you guys then. Until then, stay safe, everyone. And if there's anything you need, just give us a call, cciwestman.ca, or phone us at 204-728-9594. Thanks, everyone.